All right, guys, here we are. We're deep in a double, and I got a strong whizzer. I'm trying to pull Kate up off me. I can't get his grips broken. I can't get his hand off of me. I'm trying to dig my underhook. I want to try to dig my underhook as deep as I can. I want to try to dig it as deep as I can and try to trap his head in my armpit. I still have my whizzer. I'm holding him up. I'm going to reach up as high as I can with my underhook. His head is now trapped. I have underhook here. I'm going to let go of my whizzer. I'm going to make a gable grip or an S grip. I'm going to do that based on the length of your arms or the size of your opponent. If I can get the gable grip, I'll take it. Otherwise, I'm going with the S grip. I'm going to shove my elbow into his upper back, and now I'm going to use this as a fulcrum to pry that underhook off. I'm going to pry the underhook off, and I'm going to circle towards my underhook as I put his back to the fence. His head will pop out, and I'm going to change to a frame and a nice underhook. From here, I can strike, or I can attack with my own single. We can use this same thing as a sweep from the guard. Do it one more time. He comes in on the double. He's deep on the double. I'm trying to turn him, trying to pull him up, turn it towards my whizzer. I can't get his arms off of me. I dig a deep underhook, as deep as I can, trap his head, S grip, or gable, elbow as high up into his upper back as you can, and break his grips, circle towards your underhook, frame, knees, or shoot and attack. One other way to set this up, he's deep in on the double. I'm here. As I'm trying to dig my underhook and I have a strong whizzer, this is a great place for your elbows here. I want to shoot my elbows as long as they're not 12-6. I'm going to go 9-3, and I want to go right behind his ear as I can. And the more I can do this, the more it's going to help me dig that underhook under, gable or S, into his upper back. I'm going to turn and walk, get to my frame, knees, elbows, attack. Whatever you decide to do. Either I'm going to take him down, hold him on the fence, dirty box, or use my frame, make some distance. Long guy, he's going to go back out long and get back to the strikes. We're going to do the same sweep out of the full guard as well. All right, guys, so you see I'm in the full guard, but we're in the same position like we were if I was standing up. He was deep in on the double. I had a whizzer, and I had his head trapped under my armpit, and I had a deep underhook. So this position here from the full guard is, there's a lot of ways to get to this position. I could be, failed arm in guillotine. There's an infinite amount of ways to get to this position, but when we get there and I have his head trapped, I want to try to shoot my underhook under his arm as deep as I can and keep his head trapped under my armpit. I'm going to do the same thing, gable or S, and put that elbow into his upper back, and I'm going to close this distance so that I can keep his head trapped. Now, if you could do it with the closed guard, do it with the closed guard. I like to open my guard, and I'm going to use my hips and this fulcrum to roll him over. So I go, and it's not necessarily a muscle position. I can get right to full mount. I post out and take a good position. If you trap his head good enough and you get a good fulcrum, you'll create so much pressure on his shoulder, and his head is trapped, he's going to go over. So again, we can get to this position so many ways. Maybe I attacked you more. I went to a guillotine. I failed on my attempts, and I shoot my underhook through. Head trapped, underhook, gable or S, into his upper back, and now I'm going to roll him. You may not always go to the mount. Sometimes you may use a knee cut pass, get to side control. Whatever position you end up in, you want to get out from underneath that guy. An MMA, long guy like this, he's going to be elbowing me, posturing up, punching real hard. I want to get out from underneath him. This is a great way to use it.